My name is Dr. Tachua Vue, and I'm the proud principal at Tarpey Elementary School. I have been here for the past 8 years leading the school. I was actually a student here at Tarpey. So about 30 years ago, I lived right across the street on Lynn Avenue, and that was like the best thing ever, coming to school every day, crossing the street, coming to school, where I feel safe, where it was wonderful. About 8 years ago, I had the opportunity where there was the open position for the principalship, and I seized on the opportunity. We are a Title I school. We're part of the highest low-income school in Clovis Unified School District, with about 88% of the student population being socially, economically disadvantaged. My story is kind of like a Cinderella story, where, I grew up in poverty. I had the opportunity where my teachers believed in me and really provided me and paved the way for my success, and now I'm coming back to give back to the community and to really ensure that their students have the opportunity to also be successful. Here at Tarpey, I really believe in building capacity, and it's our teachers and our staff that are building the vision for our school. At the beginning of the year, we do a lot of vision setting because that's what's going to drive our work throughout the year. So we built up a room, and it's we call it our little Tarpey team room in there, but that is a sacred room where we can come together to really plan to say, how are we aligned to the vision that we set for ourselves at the beginning of the school year? Something about that room and the visuals that are in there and the constant reminder, we make goals and we put it up in the room, and to remind ourselves saying that was the goal that we had, and we had a SMART goal and want to continue to work on the goal as we are planning. Being at a Title I school, I oversee about $750,000 of funding for our school. And each funding source, there's certain restrictions, but we know how to utilize this. So I'm very transparent with my staff. I talk to them about what is it that we want in place to align with our vision, and that's how we utilize our funds. So for example, a lot of it is intervention. So I hire a lot of personnel to help with intervention throughout the day, but it's really about utilizing your funds and making sure it's aligned to your vision. Something I learned as a principal is they just look at you like you're a rock star, So something that we've developed here is principal for a day. Like, how awesome that is for kids to understand what it means to be principal for a day. So we do that once a year. We plan a day, and we give them some of the things like supervision, or you're gonna have to go to a meeting or walk through the classrooms. And then there might be some fun stuff along the way, like we do a little bit of staff morale, giving them some vitamin C. If I was to complete my Cinderella story and earn my glass slippers, it would really be changing the trajectory of our students, our Spartans' lives for the better. So with our students, to really be able to connect with them, to get to know their story, so we know where to take them to the next step. With our parents, it's really educating them, providing them with the tools so they can be a part of that changing learning situation for our students. When I came here a few years ago, Tarpey was a school in the Clovis Unified School District, right? It was just another school. But now you will hear about Tarpey. There are people just like, Tarpey's in the news for civic learning, Tarpey's in the news for the big vending machine, we have All for Youth program. I mean, we're hearing because we are doing some great things here and some systems in place. I mean, my story, right? I started here, grew up in poverty. I don't think anyone thought that I'd move on and be able to get the highest possible level of education and then come back and now serve the community that helped me to be where I am today. We are paving the way for students, and I want to be remembered as the person who changed that trajectory for our students.